It's sure nice to see you, Eden.
Yes.
Thank you. Very nice.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes.
Now sleep he slacketh at the rout. No din but snores about this house, made louder by the o'erfed breast of this most pompous marriage feast. The cat with bine of burning coal now couches from the mouse's hole, and crickets sing at the oven's mouth are the blither for their drouth. Timon hath brought the bride to bed, where by the loss of maidenhead a babe is molded. The tent and time that is so briefly spent with your fine fancies quaintly each its dumb show outplayed stage. By many a dern and painful perch of Pericles the careful search by the four opposing coins which the world together joins is made with all due diligence that horse and sail and high expense can stead the quest. At last from Tyre, fame answering the most strange inquire, to the court of King Simonides are letters brought, the tenor these: and his daughter dead. The men of Tyrus on the head of Helicanus would set on the crown of Tyre, but he will none. Mutiny he there hastes to press, says to him, if King Pericles come not home in twice 6 moons, he, obedient to their dooms, will take the crown. The sum of this brought hither to Pentapolis, ravished the regions round, and everyone with claps can sound, our heir apparent is a king, who dreamt, who thought of such a thing. Brief, he must hence depart to Tyre. His queen with child makes her desire, which who shall cross along to go. Omit we all their dole and woe. Lycorida her nurse she takes, and so to sea. Their vessel shakes on Neptune's billow. Half the flood hath their keel cut, but fortune moved varies again. The grizzled north disgorges such a tempest forth that as a duck for life that dives, so up and down the poor ship drives. The lady shrieks, and well and near doth falling travail with her fear. And what ensues in this fell storm shall for itself perform. I mill the bait. Action may conveniently the rest convey, which might not what by me is told. In your imagination hold this stage, the ship upon whose deck the sea-tossed Pericles appears to speak.
The god of this great vast rebuked these surges, where washed both heaven and hell. And thou hast upon the winds command, bind them in brass, having called them from the deep. Oh, still the deafening, dreadful thunders gently quench the nimble, sulphurous flashes. Oh, how, Lycorida, how does my queen thou storm? Venomously thou spent all thyself. The sea's whistle is as a whisper in the ears of death unheard. Lycorida, Lucina, oh, divinest patroness and the midwife gentle, to those that cry at night, convey thy deity aboard the dancing boat. Make swift the pangs of queen's travails. Now, Lycorida!
Here is a thing too young for such a place, who, if it had conceit, would die as I am like to do. Take in your aims this piece of your dead queen.
How? How, Lycorida?
Patience, good sir. Do not assist the storm. Here's all that is left living of your queen, a little daughter. For the sake of it, be manly and take comfort.
Oh, ye gods! Why do you make such love your goodly gifts and snatch them straight away? We here below recall not what we give, and therein may use honor with you.
Patience, good sir, even for discharge.
Now mild may be thy life. Even more blusterous birth had never bade the quiet and gentle of thy conditions, for thou art the rudeliest welcome to this world that ever was a prince's child. Happy what follows. Thou hast as chiding a nativity as fire, sir. Water, earth, and heaven do make the herald flee from the womb. Even at the first, thy loss was more than thy care, and thy portage quick withhold thy canst find here. Now, the good gods, thou throw their best eyes upon it.
What courage, sir? God save you.
Courage enough. I do not fear the flaw. It hath done to me the worst. Yet, for the love of this poor infant, this fresh new seafarer, I wish to be quiet.
Slack the boys there. Thou wilt not, wilt thou? Blow and spit thyself.
But the sea room and the brine and cloudy billow kiss the moon I care not.
Sir, your queen must overboard. The sea works high, the wind is loud, and will not lie till the ship be cleared of the dead.
That's your superstition.
Oh, no, sir. But with us at sea, it hath been still observed, and we are strong in custom. Therefore briefly yield her, for she must overboard straight.
As you think meet, most wretched queen.
Here she lies, sir.
A terrible childbed hast thou had, my dear. No light, no fire. The unfriendly elements forgot thee utterly, nor have I time to give thee hallowed up to thy grave, but straight must cast thee, scarcely coffined, in the ooze, where for a moment upon thy bones the remaining lamps, the belching whale, and the humming water must overwhelm thy corpse, lying with simple shelves. O Lycorida, but bid Nestor bring me spices, ink, and paper, my casket, and my jewels, and bid Nicander bring me the satin coffin. Lay the babe upon the pillow. Hie thee, whiles I say a priestly farewell to her. Suddenly, woman.
So we have a chest beneath the hatches, caulked and bitumed, ready.
I thank thee. Mariner, say, what coast is this?
We are near Tarsus.
Thither, gentle mariner, make the course for Tyre. When canst thou reach it?
By break of day, if the winds cease.
O, make for Tarsus. There will I visit Cleon, for the babe canst hold out to Tyrus. There I'll leave it as careful nursing. Go thy ways, good mariner. I'll bring the body presently.
Scene 2. Philemon arrives.
Philemon.
Oh,
Philemon Hall.
I thought
Shall my lord call?
Give fire and meat. For these poor men, 'tis has been a turbulent and stormy night.
there have been many for such a night as this. Till now I ne'er endured.
Your master will be dead ere you return. There's nothing can be ministered to nature that can recover him. Give this to the Apocryphy, and tell me how it works.
Good morrow.
Good morrow to your lordship.
Gentlemen, why do you stir so early?
Sir, our lodgings, standing bleak upon the sea, shook as the earth did quake. The very principles did seem to rend, and all to topple. Pure surprise and fear made me to quit the house.
And then there is a cause we trouble you so early. It is not so a husbandry.
Oh, you say well.
I much marvel that your lordship, having rich Tyre about you, should at these early hours shake off the golden slumber of repose. 'Tis most strange. Nature should be so conversant with pain, being thereto not compelled.
I hold it ever. Virtue and cunning were endowments greater than nobleness and riches. Careless heirs, may the two latter darken and expend, but immortality attends the former, making a man a god. 'Tis known I ever have studied physic, though which secret art by turning o'er authorities I have, together with my practice, made familiar to me, and to my aid the best infusions that dwell in vegetatives, in metals, stones, and I can speak of the disturbances that nature works, and of her cures, which doth give me a more content in course of true delight than to be thirsty after tottering honor, or tie my treasure up in silken bags to please the fool and death.
Your honor has, through Ephesians, poured forth your charity, and hundreds call themselves your creatures, and who by your leave hath restored, and not your knowledge, your personal pain, but even your purse, still open, and hath built a Lord Cerimon, which such strong renown as time shall never have, about. So
Decay.
yes. Lift there, lift.
So, what is that?
Sir, even now did the sea toss upon our shore this chest. 'Tis of some wrack.
Set it down. Let's look upon 't.
'Tis like a coffin, sir.
Wherever it be, 'tis wondrous heavy. Wrench it open straight. If the sea's stomach be o'ercharged with gold, 'tis a good constraint of fortune it belches upon us.
'Tis so, my lord.
How close 'tis caulked and bitumened. Did the sea cast it up?
I never saw so huge a billow, sir, as tottered upon the shore.
Wrench it open. Soft. It smells most sweetly in my sense,
A delicate odor.
as ever hit my nostril. So up with it. Oh, you most potent gods, what's here? A corse?
Most strange.
Shrouded in cloth of state, balmed and entreasured with full bags of spices. A passport, too. Apollo perfect me in the characters. Here I give to understand, if ever this coffin drive a land, I, King Pericles, have lost this queen worth all our mundane cost. Who finds her, give her burying. She is the daughter of a king. Besides this treasure for a fee, the gods requite his charity. If thou livest, Pericles, thou hast a heart that even cracks for woe. This chanced tonight.
Mis most likely, sir.
Nay, certainly tonight. For look how fresh she looks. They were too rough that threw her in the sea. Make a fire within. Fetch hither all my boxes in my closet. Death may usurp on nature many hours, and yet the fire of life kindle again. The o'erpressed spirits. I heard of an Egyptian that had 9 hours lain dead, who was by good appliance recovered. Well said, the fire and cloths, the rough and woeful music that we have. Cause it to sound, beseech you. The viol once more. How thou stirrest, thou block. The music there. I pray you, give her air. Gentlemen, this queen will live. Nature awakes. A warmth breathes out of her. She has not been entranced about 5 hours. See how she gins to blow into life's flower again?
The heavens through you increase our wonder and set up your fame forever.
She is alive! Behold! Her eyelids, cases to those lovely jewels which Pericles hath lost, begin to part, their fingers of bright gold. The diamonds of a most praised water do appear, to make the world twice rich. live, and make us weep to hear your fate, fair creature, rare as you seem to be.
Oh, dear Diana, where am I? Where is my lord? What world is this?
Is not this strange?
Most rare.
Hush, my gentle neighbors. Lend me your hand. To the next chamber, bear her. Get linen. Now, this matter must be looked to, for her relapse is mortal. Come, come, and Scaphopius guide us.
Aha! Scene 3 in Tarsus.
Most honored Cleon, I must needs be gone. My 12 months are expired, and Tyre stands Legitius peace. You and your lady take from my heart all thankfulness. The gods make up the rest upon you.
Ah, 'tis me, 'tis me. Yes. And your shafts of fortune, though they hurt you mortally, yet glance full wonderingly on us.
Oh, your sweet queen, if the strict fates had pleased you had brought her hither, to have blessed mine eyes with her.
Pericles?
We cannot but obey the powers above us. Could I rage and roar as doth the sea she lies in? Yet the end must be as 'tis. My gentle babe Marina wedded, for she was born at sea. I have named so. Here I charge your charity withal, leaving her the infant in your care, beseeching you to give her princely training, that at least she may be mannered as she is born.
Fear not, my lord, but think your grace that fed my country with your corn, for which the people's prayers still fall upon you, must be in your child to be thought on. If neglection should therein make me vile, the common body by you relieved would force me to my duty. And if my nature need a spur, the gods revenge it, and upon my soul and me and mine to the end of generation.
I believe you, your honor, and your goodness teach me so. Chose without your views. Till she be married, madam, my bright Diana, whom we honor, all uncided shall this be head of mine remain, though I show ill in it. So I take my leave, good madam. Make me blessed in your care in bringing up my child.
I have one myself, who shall not be more dear to my respect than yours, my lord.
Madam, my thanks and my prayers.
We'll bring your grace into the edge of the shore, and then give you up to the meek at Neptune and the gentlest winds of heaven.
I will embrace your offer. Come. Dearest madam. Oh, no tears, Lycordia, no tears. Look to your little mistress, on whose grace you may depend hereafter. Come, my lord.
All right, scene 4, a room in Ceramon's house.
Madam, this letter and some certain jewels lay with you in your coffer, which are now at your command. Know you the character?
It is my lord's. That I was shipped at sea I well remember, even on my bearing time. But whether there delivered by the holy gods I cannot rightly sing. But since King Pericles, my wedded lord, I ne'er shall see again, a vestal livery will I take me to, and never more have joy.
Madam, if this you propose as ye speak, Diana's temple is not distant afar. where you may abide till your date expire. Moreover, if you please, a niece of mine shall there attend you.
My recompense is thanks, that's all. Yet my goodwill is great, though the gift small. Imagine Pericles arrived at Tyre, welcomed and settled to his own desire. His woeful queen we leave at Ephesus, unto Diana there's a votaress. Now to Marina bend your mind, whom our fast-growing seed must find at Tarsus, and by Cleon trained in music, letters, who hath gained of education all the grace which makes high both the art and place of general wonder. But alack, that monster envy, off the rack of earned praise, Marina's life seeks to take off by treason's knife. And in this kind, our Cleon hath one daughter, and a full-grown wench, even ripe for marriage right. This maid hight Philoten, and it is said for certain in our story she would ever with Marina be it when they weave the slighted silk with fingers long, small, white as milk, or when she would with sharp needle wound the Cambridge, which she made more sound by hurting it, or when to the lute she sung and made the night-bird mute that still records her moan, or when she would with rich and constant pen veil to her mistress Diane, still this Philoten contends in skill with absolute Marina. So with the dove of Paphos, like the crow by feathers white, Marina gets all praises, which are paid as debts, not as given. This so darks in Philoten all graceful marks, that Cleon's wife, with envy rare, a present murderer doth prepare for good Marina, that her daughter might stand peerless by this slaughter. The sooner her vile thoughts to speak, Lycorida, our nurse, is dead, and cursed Dionysa hath the pregnant instrument of wrath pressed for this unborn event. I do recommend only I can die post the Marina in my line, which never could I so convey unless your thoughts went on my way. Lion, diagnosed here,
Eliza, Ruby,
I oft remember that hast sworn to do it. 'Tis but a blow which never shall be known. Thou canst not do a thing in the world so soon to yield thee so much profit. Let not conscious, which is a cold, flaming love, hide the bosom, inflame too nicely, nor let pity, which even woman have cast off, melt thee, but be a soldier to thy purpose.
Oh, I'll do it, but yet she's a goodly creature.
The better then, God should have her here. She comes weeping for her own mistress's death. Thou art resolved?
I am resolved.
No, I will rob Tellus of her weight, to strew thy green with flowers, the yellows, blues, the purple violets and marigolds, shall as a carpet hang upon thy grave, while summer days do last. Ah me, poor maid, born in a tempest when my mother died, this world to me is like a lasting storm, worrying me from my friends.
Oh, now, Marina, why do you keep alone? A chance, my daughter, is not with you. Do not consume your blood with sorrowing. You have a nurse in me. Lord, how your fate has changed with this unprofitable blow. Do give me your flowers ere this tea marred. Walk with Leone. Leone hang. The air is quick here, and it pierces and sharpens the stomach. Come, Leone, Take her by the arm, with her, walk with her,
No, I pray you, I'll not bereft you of your servant.
and come. I love the king, your father, and yourself with more than foreign heart. Every day, expect him when he shall come and find our Pericles with all reports that thus lastly he will repeat the breadth of this great voyage, claim both my lord and me, that we would take a note today from your just courses. Oh, I pray you, walk and be cheerful once again. Preserve the excellent complexion which did steal the eyes of young people. You're not from me. I can know.
Well, I will go, but yet I have no desire to it.
But come, I notice it for you. Walk half an hour, Leonine, at the least remember what I have said.
I warrant you, madam.
I'll leave you, my sweet lady, for a while. Pray, walk softly. Do not eat your blood, but I must have take care of you.
My thanks, sweet madam. Is this wind weatherlies that blows?
Southwest.
When I was born, the wind was north.
Was it so?
My father, as nurse said, did never fear, but cried, "Good seamen!" to the sailors, pulling his knightly hands, hailing ropes, and clasping to the most endured a sea that almost burst the deck.
When was this?
When I was born, never was waves more wind, more violent, and from the ladder tackle washes off a canvas climber. "Ha!" says one, "wilt out?" And with a dropping industry they skip from stem to stern. The boatswain whistles, and the master calls, and trebles their confusion.
Come, say your prayers.
What mean you?
If you require a little space for prayer, I grant it. Pray, but be not tedious, for the gods are quick of ear, and I am sworn to do my work with haste.
Why will you kill me?
To satisfy my lady.
Why would she have me killed? Now as I can remember by my troth, I never did her hurt in all my life. I never spake bad word, nor did ill turn to any living creature. Believe me, La, I never killed a mouse, nor hurt a fly. I trod upon a worm once against my will, but I wept for it. How have I offended? Wherein my death might yield her any profit, or my life imply her any danger?
My commission is not to reason of the deed, but do it.
You will not do it for all the world, I hope. You are well favored, and your looks foreshow you have a gentle heart. I saw you lately when you caught her in parting two that fought. Good sooth, it showed well in you. Do so now. Your lady seeks my life. Come you between and save poor me, the weaker.
I am sworn, and will dispatch. Oh, Lord! Now, prize!
Half-part, mates, half-part. Come, let's have this set aboard suddenly.
These roguing thieves serve the great pirate Valdez, and they have seized Marina. Now let her go. There's no hope she'll return. I'll swear she's dead and thrown into the sea, but I'll see further. Perhaps they will but please themselves upon her, not carry her aboard. If she remain, whom they have ravished must be by me slain. Halt!
Ah, sir?
Search the market narrowly. Little Ian is full of gallants. We lost too much. What?
Oh,
Little Ian is full of gallants. We lost too much money this month by being too winchless.
We were never so much out of creatures. We have but 4-3, and they can do no more than we can do. And they continual action are even as good as rotten.
Therefore, let's have fresh ones, whate'er we pay for them. If there be not a conscience to be used in every trade, we shall never prosper.
Thou sayest true. 'Tis not our bringing up a poor bastard, as I think I have brought up some 11.
I to 11 and brought them down again. But shall I search the market?
What else, man? The stuff we have, a strong wind will blow it to pieces. They are so pitifully soft.
Thou sayest true. They're too unwholesome a conscience. The poor Transylvanian is dead, that lay with the little baggage.
But she quickly pooped him, and she made him roast meat for worms. Oh, I'll go search the market.
3,000 or 4,000 Chequins were as pretty a proportion to live quietly and so give over.
Why do you give over? I pray you. It is a shame to get when you are old.
Oh, our friends not in like the commodity, nor the commodity wages not with the danger. Therefore, if in our youth we could pick up some pretty estate, we're not amiss to keep our door hatched. Besides, the sore terms we stand upon with the gods will be strong with us for giving over.
Come, after sorts offend as well as we.
As well as we, aye, and better too. We offend worse. Neither is our profession any trade. It's no calling. But here comes boat.
On your ways, my masters. You say she's a virgin?
Oh, sir, we doubt it not.
Ah, master, I have gone through this for this piece. You see, if you like her, so. If not, I have lost my earnest.
Oh, very qualities.
Well, she has a good face, speaks well, and she is excellent, and has lent good clothes, and no further necessary qualities that can make her be refused. Well, I cannot be baited one doit of 1,000 pieces.
Well, follow me, my masters. You shall have your money presently. Wife, take her in. Instruct her what she has to do, that she may not be raw in her entertainment.
Oh, take you the marks of her, the color of her hair, complexion, height, age, with warrant of her virginity, and cry, he that will give most shall have the verbs. Such a maidenhead were no cheap thing. If men were, as they have been, get this done as I command.
Performance shall follow.
Alack, that Leonine was so slack and so slow. He should have struck, not spoke. Or that these pirates, not enough barbarous, had not overboard thrown me, for to seek my mother.
Why lament you, pretty one?
That I am pretty.
Come, the gods have done their party.
I accuse them not.
You are light into my hands, where you are like to live.
The more my fault to escape his hands where I was like to die.
Aye, and you shall live in pleasure.
No.
Yes, indeed you shall, and taste gentlemen of all fashions. You shall fare well. You shall have the difference of all complexions. What? You stop your ears.
Are you a woman?
Have me be, not a woman.
An honest woman, or not a woman?
Marry, with thee, gosling, I think I shall have something to do with you. Come, you are a young foolish sap, I must be bound as I would have you.
The gods defend me.
If it please the gods to defend you by men, then men must comfort. Men must feed you. Men must stir you up. Oh, bolt's returned. Now, sir, hast thou cried her through the market?
I have cried her about the number of her hairs, and I have drawn her picture with my voice.
And I prithee tell me, how dost thou find the inclination of the people, especially of the younger seed?
They listen to me as they would have hearkened to their father's testament. There was a Spaniard's mouth so watered that he went for that very description.
You shall have him here tomorrow with his best people.
Tonight. That, Madam Mistress, you know the French knight that cowers in the hams?
Why? Who? Monsieur Gurlet?
Yeah, he offered to cut a caper at the proclamation, but he made us groan at it and swore he would see her tomorrow.
Well, no. As for him, he brought his disease and he does but repair it. I know he will come in our shadows, scabbers, frowns, in the sun.
Well, as he offered to cut a caper at the proclamation, we will go down further. Well, he had of every nation a traveler, and we should have lodged with that again.
Pray you, come hither. Martin, you must seem to do that fearfully which you commit willingly. Despise profit where you have most gain. Too weak that you live as you do make pity in your lovers. Seldom let that pity begets you a good opinion, and that opinion a mere profit.
I understand you not.
Oh, take her home, mistress. Take her home. These blushes of hers may be squenched with some present practice.
Possibly it's true. You faith, so they must, for your bride goes to that with shame, which is her way to go with warrant.
And faith, some do, and some do not. But, mistress, if I have bargained for the joint,
Thou mayest cut a morsel off the spit.
I may say so.
Who should deny it? Come, young one, I like the manner of your garments well.
Aye, and by my faith, they shall not be changed yet.
Well, spend thou that in the town, report what a sojourner we have. You'll lose nothing by custom, and nature claimed this peace. She meant thee a good turn. Therefore say, what a paragon she is, and thou hast the harvest out of own report.
I warrant you, mistress, thunder shall not so awake the beds of eels at my giving of her beauty. Stir up the lewdly inclined. I'll bring someone tonight.
Come your ways, follow me.
If fires be hot, knives sharp, or waters deep, untied I still my virgin knot will keep. Diana, aid my purpose.
What have we to do with Diana? Pray you. Will you go with us?
Scene 3.
Why are you foolish? Can it be undone?
Oh, yes, Dionysa. Such a piece of slaughter the sun and moon ne'er looked upon.
I think you'll turn a child again.
Were I a chief, hard lord upon all these gracious world, I'll give it all the undo the deed. Oh, lady, much less to blood than virtue, yet a princess to equal such a single crown of the earth and the justice of compare. O villain, Leonine, thou, when thou hast poisoned too, and if thou hast drunk to him, that had been a kindness becoming well thy face. What canst thou say when noble Pericles shall demand this child?
That she is dead. Nurses are not the fates to foster, nor Eve ever preserved to preserve her. She died at night. How fruitful, prosperous. Unless you play the pot here, and for an honest tribute, cry out, she died by foul prey.
Oh, go to. Well, of all the faults beneath the heavens, the gods do like this worst.
Being one of those that think the pretty friends of Tarsus will fly him and open this to Pericles. I do shame to think of what a noble strain you are, and of how coward scared.
To such proceeding, whoever but this affirmation added, though not his prime consent, and he did not flow from honorable sources.
Be it so then. Yet none does know but you how she came dead, nor none who know, Leonine. Being gone, she did disdain my child, and stood between her and her fortunes. None will look on her, but cast their gazes on Marina's face, while ours was blurted at, and beheld a Vulcan not worth the time of day. It pierced me through, and though you call my course unnatural, you, not your child, well-loving, yet I find great spirit of enterprise and kindness performed to your soul dark.
Heaven's forgiveness.
And as for Pericles, what should we say? We wept after her curse, and yet we mourn. Her monument is almost finished, and her epitaphs in glittering golden characters express a general praise to her and care in us, at whose expense 'tis done.
Well, thou art like the harpy, which to betray and dost what to doing the angel's face and seize with these eagle talons.
You are like that superstitiously. Thou swear to gods that winter kills the flies, but yet I know you'll die of flies.
Oh. Oh, my.
He's not on camera.
What's that?
Here, he's just not on camera.